Alright, good morning, good day, good night, whatever time it is that you're seeing this. I am a 29-year-old professional health and life coach, which, I'm not a huge fan of those titles or labels, whatever, but they're kind of the best descriptors, I guess, of what it is that I do. I've been doing it for a while before I was trying to do that. Anyways, I am based in the Appalachian Mountains, not far from Asheville, North Carolina, and I woke up a bit overwhelmed with life this morning. Kind of doing a bit too much, or just in a heavy season, I guess. And I'm running a coaching business, which is strange because just marketing yourself as that when you just really feel called to help people is strange, and trying to make sales doing that is strange. Then I'm also running a media business, and trying to keep up with social media bullshit, and trying and failing to go on 3 different surf trips, just tore both my hamstrings, have a collection of injuries from jiu-jitsu, rebuilding a tiny home, and fixing my truck, fixing my motorcycle, money problems, podcasts. Yeah, just kind of gets heavy sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, these are cool problems to have, and I wouldn't even necessarily describe them as problems or define them as problems so much as challenges of the path that I've chosen in life. But it gets heavy sometimes, and it's easy to feel or get stuck in my head. So
Come here.
I wanted to show y'all how I reset after a long week in the midst of a long season, and take you guys on one of my favorite hikes with my pup, Peter Pan, as a means to cope when shit gets a bit overwhelming. I had no real plan here, just kind of an intuition that I needed to get grounded after doom scrolling at 10 a.m. and snapping out of it like, hey, what the fuck was that? Not doing this today. The rough goal was just to kind of track down a waterfall that was allegedly dried out, since we're in a bit of a drought at the moment. But I really just wanted to get my head wet if possible and get grounded, immerse myself in nature away from people, and figured that worst comes to worst, we get out in the trail that people wouldn't likely be on. So we packed some water and drove out in the mountains, and yeah, nobody was at the trailhead when we got there, which is a good sign. So it was nice. We were welcomed with open arms by this beautiful little nature reserve area. And, unfortunately most of the creek that I saw was totally dried out, but as I got deeper and just kind of wandered around, I did find my way to the sound, at least, of some water back in the sort of end of this little valley here, so I was onto something. I guess this place, like before Hurricane Helene, used to look very different. This whole area, I guess, was a pretty big waterfall, and I mean, you can see it still probably does rip, and all of these are river rocks that have been strewn about, and that's largely from the storm, but you kind of have to have the expectation of something pre-existing to be disappointed, and this is not too different from how I discovered this place, honestly. And it's funny, because I'm reading these reviews online that this place isn't the same, and it's all dried out, and my kids can't swim here, and all these people, bitching. But I'm fired up. I mean, given how I started my morning and just hoping that I'd be able to see any water at all, and just going with really no expectation, just being happy to be out in nature, and then coming across this, I mean, I'm stoked. really doesn't take much to get us that reset. I mean, this is like mindfulness embodied, right? It's just anything that can bring you to presence, and it's really the absence or the antithesis of much of a lot. It's less. It's getting back to the base layer of reality, this place that we came from. It's not about more stimulation or different stimulation. It's about getting nourished from the thing that we came from. There's this saying by Friedrich Nietzsche that it's never trust a thought that occurs to you indoors. And that's it. Like, maybe it's just that simple. Maybe we just need to get outside. Maybe we've just lost touch with where we've come from. And maybe it's not necessarily the influx of new stuff, but it's the absence of the old stuff. Like, we've lost touch with our roots, the thing that re-regulates us. I had this idea and this, thought, I made it real while I was out there, that it's not so much that we're overstimulated, but we're undernourished from things that regulate us. We're under-regulated. No, I always think it's funny when people are shocked that I, struggle with depression or anxiety or mental health stuff or any of that, or just get like overwhelmed or have, tough times or slip and fall in life. And I'm like, dude, that's the whole reason why I developed Cope as a philosophy. It was for myself, and now I've, after years of diving into this stuff and researching and learning and applying and trying and failing and improving as well, and seeing the fruit of self-care and self-development and mindfulness and health and nutrition and all this shit, now I have something to offer the world, because it's literally what I've used to save my own life. But it doesn't mean that I'm free and clear of any of this stuff. Like, these are things that I deal with because I'm more sensitive than the average person, probably. I mean, maybe not. Maybe people just don't talk about it or block themselves off from that part of themselves. But like, dude, like, that's the whole reason I do this shit. I'm still in it, and I'm just sharing with people what I'm finding along the way, and the pockets of beauty as well as the struggles, and hopefully, if anything, a reframe of the beauty in the struggle. And I mean, that's what coping is. Like, the true definition of cope is the ability of an individual to deal with something difficult with success, and that is beauty to me. That's transmutation, that's alchemy, that's fucking magic. I mean, like, what else is the hero's journey but that? It's cliche, but it's not about arriving, right? It's about the person that you become through the journey. It's about the continuation of arrival throughout your journey. It's about the adventure. It's about the climb. It's about the things that you find outside of and inside of yourself, and how they change you or reveal to you deeper truths about who you are and who you have the capacity to be. What do you love? What do you disdain? What do you not relate to? What do you not want in your life as much as what do you want in your life? And what are you willing to pay to protect yourself as well as cultivate these things and bring these things into your life? What are you willing to show up for? What are you in alignment with? How much attunement can you cultivate in your life to the truth of who you are? Let's not forget also our capacity to take things far too seriously. And it's not that we shouldn't do things in earnest, with intention, but it's that we lose track of perspective. That we forget that joy is such a big part of this thing. That's that Maya Angelou quote: we need joy as we need air, we need love as we need water, we need each other as we need the earth that we share. And, like, that's so much of this thing. is just the felt experience of joy and love, companionship, beauty, awe, wonder. These are the things that create the substrate of our life. And those are all found in the present moment. They're not found in your fucking head. They're not found in a spreadsheet or an email list. That's for damn sure. And so we return from the woods, having not necessarily gained anything in particular. I don't have a treasure to bring back, but more so having revealed and regained the treasure within myself. That attunement, I guess I was speaking of. It's like just simply putting a guitar back in tune. Like after you play for a while, it's going to get out of tune. Or if you leave it sitting for a while inside, it's going to get out of fucking tune. And yeah, I felt a lot better for this. And honestly, totally happy to go back and start a week of work and just get back on my thing. Hopefully a little bit better, a little bit more balanced, and more well integrated. But sometimes we feel like everything's fucked and we're like having all this doubt about, am I on the right path, or I need to do something different? Like, what's going on? Who the fuck do I think I am? And a lot of times it's just that we've been indoors for too long, too in our head, and haven't gotten out into nature. I don't know. It's like that for me anyways. But I also talk to a lot of other people about their lives, and it's often that for other people as well. So get outside, find some water, find some quiet, find some stillness, find your breath, find the present moment. There's a lot more peace available to you than you're often aware of. And a lot more freedom as well.